Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to discuss this problem 1913, maximum product difference between two pairs. Okay, so first of all, let's have a look at the problem statement. So the product difference between two pairs, that is A comma B and C comma D. These are the two pairs which is given to us, and the product difference for these two pairs is defined as the multiplication of both the element present in first pair minus product of both the elements present in the second pair. So this is considered as a product difference. Now for example, the product difference between the pair 5 comma 6 and 2 comma 7 is given to us as the multiplication of both the elements which are there in the first pair, that is 5 multiplied by 6, minus multiplication of both the numbers present in the second pair, that is minus of 2 multiplied by 7, and the answer that we are getting is 16. And now this 16 will be called as the product difference for these two pairs. Now given an integer array nums, choose four distinct indices w, x, y and z such that the product difference between pairs nums of w comma nums of x and nums of y comma nums of z is maximized. Return the maximum such product difference. Okay, so what they are basically trying to say in simple manner is we'll be given with one of such array, that is one of such integer array called as nums, and from this integer array we have to choose four distinct indices. Okay, so four distinct indices that we have to choose from this array such that we will be making one pair, that is a1 comma b1. Consider this as the first pair and consider a2 comma b2 element as the second pair. Now what we have to return is we have to choose this element, this pair of elements a1 comma b1 and a2 comma b2 in such a way such that a1 multiplied by b1 minus a2 multiplied by b2, this value should be as maximum as possible. Okay, so to do this, what we have to simply do is we have to try to make this first value as maximum as possible. Okay, we will try to make a1 into b1 as maximum as possible, and we will try to make a2 comma b2 as minimum as possible. So if you are able to make this first element, that is, let's consider this a1 comma b1 product as p1, and let us consider this a2 comma b2 product as p2. So if you are able to make this p1 as maximum as possible, and if you are able to make this product p2 as minimum as possible, then the difference between p1 and p2, that is p1 minus p2, will be maximized. Okay, so this difference will be maximized, right, if you are able to make anything like this. So now we are clear that how we have to choose these two elements for the first pair and how we have to choose the two elements for the second pair. So now if we want to make the product p1 as maximum as possible, then we have to choose element a1 and b1 for the first pair as maximum as possible from this nums array. So what we will simply do is we will try to find the first highest maximum, okay, the highest maximum value, and we will try to find the second highest. We will try to find the second highest maximum value, and if we take the product of this highest maximum and the second highest maximum, the product p1 that we will get will be as maximum as possible for that particular given array. So now we are clear that how we are going to take element a1 and b1 in order to make p1 as maximum as possible. What we will going to do is we will take the highest maximum element from this array, and we will take the second highest maximum from this array, and we will put them in this first pair as the element a1 and b1. And similarly, to make this product p2 as minimum as possible, we will try to take a2 element and b2 element as minimum as possible, so that our multiplication, that is the final product p2, will become as minimum as possible. So for that, what we will do is we will select this a2 element as the lowest element present in the array, and we will select b2 as the second lowest element which is present in the array. And if we make the product of both of them, we will be able to get the minimum product that we can form in this particular given nums array. So that was it. That was the logic. Now let's just have a look at this example. Let us just try to apply this logic onto this example and let's see if it is working or not. So for this array, which is given to us as 5, 6, 2, 7, 4, we have to make first pair, that is a1 comma b1, as maximum as possible. And for that, as I have told you, that we are going to take the highest maximum value and the second highest maximum value present in an array. So the maximum value that you can see which is present in the array is 7, right? And the second maximum element that is present in the array is 6. So for a1 and b1, you will take element as 7 comma 6, and for the another pair, that is a2 comma b2, that we want to make as minimum as possible, for that we will take the lowest value present in the array and the second lowest value. So what is the lowest value which is present? So you will say 2. So take one of the element as 2. And what is the second lowest value after 2? So you will say it as 4. So take 4. Now 7 comma 6. To take the product difference, as we have been told that we have to take multiplication of both the elements present in the first pair, take the multiplication of both the elements present in the second pair, and then do the subtraction. So for this first pair, we will multiply 7 into 6, the product will become 42, and for this we will take 2 multiplied by 4, so the product will be 8. So the product difference will become 42 minus 8, which is equal to 34, and that is what given to us in the answer. So yes, our logic is working completely fine. Now let's have a look at the code of this logic. So here is the code for the logic that we have discussed. To take the first and the second maximum value, and to take the lowest element value and the second lowest element value, what we can simply do is, first we can sort the array, and after sorting the array, we know that since we have sorted this array in the ascending order, it is by default, if you use sort function, stl sort, it will basically sort them into ascending order by default. And if you want to do it in descending order, you have to just mention one more parameter over here, that is after comma you have to write greater and then data type that you are using for that array, and two parentheses. So since we are sorting it in by default ascending order, that means the lowest element will be present at index 0 now, and the second lowest element will be present at index 1. So for the second pair that we are going to make as minimum as possible, we will just simply take, after sorting, we will simply take those elements as nums of 0 and nums of 1. And after that, since we have sorted in ascending order, again the first highest maximum value and the second highest maximum value that we can take is simply present at the end of the array, right? So the maximum element will be present at the end of the array. So I have taken the highest element, that is the first maximum, by nums of n minus 1, and the second highest value which is present in the array will be located at the second index from the end of the array. That's why we have taken nums of n minus 2 over here. And to return the product difference, what we have done is we have simply multiplied both the elements which were present in the first pair, multiply both the elements which are there in the second pair, and return the subtraction of both of them. So that is it. That was the simple code. Let's just try to submit it. Okay, so yes, that was the code. There is one more method to do it. There is some more optimization possible in this. What you can do over here is, as you can see that we have just simply done the basic thing that comes to everyone's mind, that is sorting the array and then take the first two element, last two element, and do the subtraction of them. But there is one more method to do this, which is much more optimized as compared to this. Since we are using inbuilt sort function, it will take time complexity as big of n log n, but you can also solve this question using big of n. For that, you have to make two variables for storing the highest maximum value and the second highest maximum value, and similarly you have to again make two variables for storing the lowest and the second lowest element value. And you can just go through a single loop and you can find all these four values, and then you can do the subtraction, and that method will take time complexity as big of n. So yeah, that was it. That was the solution, and I will see you in the next one.